Well, here we are with part 2 of the show, and well, I'm not going to bang on about it, so let's get right to the action for this one, because I know you want to give a lot of detail for these next 3 matches, because it's the big ones. It's the triple main event. Of course, let's start off with the first elimination match, the Team Tails versus Team Manic, and we all know that Manic wants to make this a 10-person elimination match, but if that's the case, we don't know 4 of the members that are going to enter this. So let's have the backstory here. We've got obviously the rivalry between Tails and Manic has been absolutely epic. Started at the Summer Strike, let's say, when they won the tag team titles and then lost them just on the Smashdown following episode. And really, Tails ever since then has not been his usual friendly self. He has not wanted to been part of the Sonic DX group. He wanted to be the leader, but so did Manic. That's where it all started, basically, for the downhill. And well, and now they've come into Survivor Series, and now these 2 teams will be permanent factions, as they say, to continue the so-called war. So whoever we see teaming up at Survivor Series will be teaming up for however long they want to team up for. But be interesting to see what the team names are. But anyway, the analysis. You probably want to ask me a few questions about this one. Yes. What do you think the 4 members that we don't know are going to be? Well, obviously, I've got a strange feeling that Peach's cabinet may be on Tails' side at Survivor Series, if that's the case, because of that little conversation that Peach and Manic had on Smashdown this past week. So I really think those Samus and Rouge may be teaming up with Tails, but that's we'll see about that. And for the other side, I don't know. Manic has obviously got 2 members, which I can't seem to figure out, sadly. But he seems very assured that he well, he's assured us that he has got 2. Yes, he has. So, yes, we will have to wait and see what they are. Obviously, he's very happy with them. Wants a 10-person clash, and he's going to get one. So it's on then, is it? 10-person? Yep, it's definitely on. And you should know that. Yes, but I'm just adding excitement, you know. But anyway, so you predict. Let's have a look at this. We've got the tag team champions obviously teaming with Tails. So obviously, I would think his team would be in the advantage. His team is in the advantage. I mean, Manic does have the ultimate jobber on his side there, Sonya, but he also has a very good partner as well, and that's Link. And I think Link, as great as Tails' team is currently at, I think Link may be the one to pull it off, because Link has upset Tails on 2 occasions now, and he beat him legitimately, and well, that last match they had ended in disqualification thanks to Mr. Trash Bag. You mean Manic? Yes. But he was using a trash can, so I call him a trash bag. That makes sense, I guess. I'm sure he wouldn't mind being called that. I'm sure he wouldn't, because he knows it's true. Anyway, I'm not being biased anymore. Shut up. Yes, I'm supposed to be telling that to you. But I do seriously think Link is going to pull off another surprise at Survivor Series and be the sole survivor. Or maybe with someone else, if he can pull it off with another person. Because of course these Survivor Series matches are going to come down to a handicap situation, 1-on-2. So, or even more so, which would be bad. But I think Link is going to be the one to survive in that match. But Tails is not going to be not going to let this fly, especially if he's hearing me say this. But he's taken a new turn on life, and it's deadly. And who knows? It's kind of a mixed reaction for me. It's either going to be Link or it's going to be Tails to actually win the match. It's definitely going to come down to Tails and Link at the end. I'm sure of it. But that's my prediction. I think Link's going to pull it off. Okay then, so let's move on to the next match, because we're already halfway through. Time flies, doesn't it? Certainly does. So what's the next one? Let's go to 3 Stages of Hell for the YouTube title. Astaroth defends against Bart. And the backstory then, please. Oh, yes, I'll do this very quickly. Backstory. These two have already had a match. They've already had 2 matches, in fact. Well, first one was at No Mercy, and the second one was at, on Smashdown. The ladder match to help Bart decide what the match was going to be, and he's come up with these 3. The 3 Stages of Hell for Astaroth. We know Astaroth has a high threshold of pain. I'll let you say all that stuff later. He has a high threshold of pain, and this Survivor Series is going to be a huge test to see how far he can go with this ability and stamina. But we know Bart is very good at gimmick matchups, and all 3 of these are gimmick matchups. So Bart has the advantage in all 3. I mean, what did he do at King of the Ring against Shadow? He was in a last man standing match, and he won it. Yes. And then we've got the TLC match, which he had on Raw, defending the world title against Eki. And did he win it? Yes. Exactly. He also had another TLC match in order to get to this situation on SmackDown. He beat Manic in a TLC match, so definitely the last fall is in Bart's favor. He's won 2 tables, ladders, and chairs matches. And, and then, of course, for the first for the cage match, how did Bart win the World Championship over on Raw? He won a cage match. Yes. And he was in there with Metal Sonic and Metal Knuckles, and those 2 are very dominating. And Astaroth is very dominating as well, but you don't have to physically beat Astaroth in order to overcome the odds on all those 3 of those matches, apart from the last man standing match. Maybe I can see Astaroth getting a victory there, but otherwise the other 2 help balance it out for Bart. I mean, he's going to win that cage match, and he's going to win that TLC match unless Astaroth brings his A game and starts getting more focused on his surroundings. But I do honestly think Bart is going to walk away with the YouTube title. And if that's the case, then he's going to be very happy, because this is what he wants. Are you going to be happy? I don't know. I would just have to see how I feel on that day, if it happens. But I don't mind either of these 2 working out with the YouTube title. They're obviously in the main event for a good reason. They have they've done pretty good chemistry together, despite this size disadvantage. But they've had a couple of classic bouts, and I expect another one at Survivor Series. And well, I may as well chew on to. Well, I guess we'll have a part 3, because you can't give the main event a huge a short description, because we've got like how long left? About a minute and a half. So, any other points you want to get across? Let's see. No, there isn't. So let's just go straight to part 3, shall we? Yeah, why not? It makes my job a bit easier. Nothing left. Nothing left. Let's go to part 3. Okay.